I met John Piper years ago in a most unexpected way. More on that in just a minute. I've read probably about 10 of his books or so, benefited from all of them. Certainly listened to his preaching quite a bit. I don't always agree with him, but certainly, as I said, have been the beneficiary of his ministry. I think it's impressive that he does not take a dime from any of his books. It all goes into the ministry, and the ministry pays him. But he makes a modest salary. I think it took years and years and years when all these big salaries were coming out with pastors. I think it was only recently that he started making a salary close to $100,000. Lives in a modest home in the inner city. Been a faithful Christian witness, as far as I can tell, for decades in the same church. Not always an easy situation, but certainly to have pastors more like him would be wonderful. Um, so I was finishing up, my wife and I actually were both finishing up at Trinity Evangelical Divinity School. It was morning, around 9:30. I was still in my PJs and having probably my first morning coffee. And there's a knock at the door, which was kind of perturbed me. John Piper had been on campus. I did not know this at all for study leave. But there's a knock at the door. I open up the door, and very ebullient, happy John Piper, there a couple feet from my face, says that he has a chair from one of my neighbors, and would I please give it back to him? I appreciate it very much. And I was obviously in a bit of a shock. I didn't expect that. But I really appreciated, again, his faithfulness and his consistency over the years. And, you don't have to agree with everything that someone says to really want to honor them and really pay them the kind of respect that they're due for a lifelong ministry of faithfulness. And John Piper certainly would be in that category.